He is a big source of fodder on social media. He's turned himself into an agent, which is incredibly cool on the NIL scene, and a guy that I think Villanova fans truly love. But I think he's almost turned into a guy because he's so beloved in his post-playing career. They forget how good he was as a player. Always got maybe a little overshadowed by Randy Foye. And then the fact that, quite frankly, Kyle Lowry turned into what Kyle Lowry did tail end of his
Mm-hmm.
career. And Allen Ray struggled from the perimeter in the NCAA tournament. He'd be the first person to admit that. He had some rough games that cost Villanova. But here is a guy that made so many clutch shots over the course of his career and
Shooter.
was a huge part of turning Villanova around under Jay Wright. And without that initial class, who knows? Remember, Jay Wright was starting to run out of time early in his career, at least with the fan base.
Mm-hmm.
People were getting frustrated with Jay Wright. That seems impossible to believe now, but it took a little bit to get this thing rolling. They had some NCAA issues with the phone card stuff, all minor things, but the frustration was high because also the last 3 years of the Steve Lapis era didn't go well. So people were a bit fed up, and Allen Ray was a big part of making that all go away. And those teams were as fun to watch as really any Villanova teams that we've seen.
I mean, it's shooter, shooter, shooter. He could he could light it up. I mean, everybody struggles sometimes in the tournament. The lights get bright. You miss a few shots. I mean, you go on a cold streak, but I don't think that in any way dims what he was able to do over his career at Nova.